Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi with electronics and a fischertechnik XS motor, and still attempting to use pulse modulation. Well, attempting, if you see my former videos, then you know that this LED, the same one as this, can be controlled perfectly by this part of the coder, and I'm talking about this part. These are all LEDs are on as long as the power is on, and this motor is still a pain in the fill in the dots. I haven't been using this for a while. The question is it logical or not to keep using it? Well, for now it's out of use. I have also been trying to get this recommended library RPIO PWM to control the motor, and as you can see right now, the motor is running without the program running, so it's just running on power. Well, in itself that is logical that it runs on power, only you should be able, as I do already on my Arduino project, to control the speed of the motor, because right now it's just running statically. And so far, with this code and with all this code that you see commented out, it's not happening at all. I don't know anything about the technical data on the motor, unfortunately. I have tried a number of things, seems not to work. So for now, until I have the data, and yes, I have been going to the fischertechnik community forum, because it is a fischertechnik motor, to ask if they know any data. Anyway, so much at this moment for this motor. What I can do is checking on this LED. I know it does work. I just know, because when I comment out this, right, I keep this, and let me save it. Yeah, well, I can leave this as is, no problem. Oh, by the way, I tried this last time and it didn't work at all. So, well, not that I notice. Let me state things correctly. So, what I want to do with this LED is to see how fast I can blink it. Sounds nice. So let's do something. This is anyway set pin to output, write 1 and time sleep. Well, I think that the only thing that can be changed is to change the sleeping time. So let's reduce it to 1. And then, of course, in this case, I have to reduce this one to 1 as well. And then it will be 1 on, 1 off for now. So let's just do that, see where it happens. 1. and then the question is how long does it take for this delay, which there still is, to increase. Alright, so this works. The question is, can this be slower than 1 second? So that's the next thing. Right, let's change the timing to something that is smaller than 1, and I know that RaspberryPi can do it. Can we do it here as well? Oh yeah, no doubt. Alright, so no, here I should do it. Let's make it blink quite fast, actually. 1/8 of a second. Should be nice enough. And here it doesn't do anything yet. So let's see how fast that is going to go. Now it does something, and now it doesn't. Oh! Now that's remarkable. There is a discrepancy in the video feed. This one is directly attached to, this camera is directly attached to the laptop. While this one is quite obviously the video stream from the RPI. So that is a nice effect. Alright, let's change the speed once again. 125, 256. No, smaller. Because it is 500, 255, 125. So I have to go to what is the half of that is 06. Or I can go even divided by 5, which is actually 25. So then I would have 0.25. And now this is actually quite nice to see, and this is buffering and you don't see a thing. Now you see something and now you don't. Oh, that's nice to see. So this camera is you see what you get, or get what you see, or anyway quite realistic. Not here. So although the video stream is working, this is actually quite a nice experiment in timing. Oh, called too late. Something is called too late. Very nice indeed. So I assume I can make this LED go even faster. And yes, this is still pulses modulation. So I make this divided by 5. Five thousandths of a second. What will that bring? Ah, too fast for the naked eye. It is too fast for the naked eye. And now see what this one does. Blinking very fast. So actually the refresh rate, the frames per second, is very different. And as you can see, this is almost 30 frames per second. But this one doesn't even come close, I think. Anyway, 5 seconds, 5 milliseconds is too fast to see. So, since 5 milliseconds is apparently too fast for the naked eye, let's increase it. And see whatever happens now. Okay, this is interesting. For the naked eye, this is still too fast. But 30 frames per second shows blinking. And this shows, yeah, blinking as well. That is quite interesting to see. So when is it not too fast for the naked eye? Let's double it again. No, I'm increasing it by 5 milliseconds. Well, this looks like rather slow, but when you have 30 frames per second. Alright, and this is not too fast for the naked eye. I clearly see it blink now. So the limit is between 10 and 15 milliseconds. No, between 100ths of a second and 5 milliseconds. Am I saying this right? Yes, I am. Because 10 hundredths of a second is 10 milliseconds. Yeah. And what do you see here on video stream? Actually quite slow. So I wonder what is the frames per second of the video stream anyway. Can I see that? Not really. I don't know how to I don't know how to read this and translate this into frames per second. How to interpret it is, but it's blinking very fast for the naked eye. This is blinking slowly as it looks, and this is blinking and halting. Now it halts again. Yes. So yes, it's quite interesting. What can I do more? Yeah, it's high and low, that's all you can do. Because I'm not doing something like here, that I am working with pulses. And that is exactly what I wanted to do. And that's too bad. Now these are obviously just burning because they are connected to, in one way or another to power. If you look to this wire, it gets its power straight from the op amp. And the op amp, how is it powered anyway? Again. Right, this pop meter, so let me get a tool with which I can adjust the pop meter. Is this too small? Yeah, this won't work. Alright, so let's adjust it. And you can see that at least this LED is dimmed. This LED is not, because it is connected to the transistor circuit. But at least this one is done like this, and it's not connected anymore to the PWM circuit anyway, because it was no use at all. So will it have any effect if I put the pulse modulation from here to here instead of from for this one? That's an interesting idea as well. So when I put pulse modulation from here to here, what happens? Right now I have a streaming error, and for some reason it doesn't want to connect properly to the camera, or more appropriately to VLC. As soon as the connection is correct, it keeps streaming, but now it says not. Okay, is there something now going on? I can try. What I also did, by the way, was taking a jump wire here to one of the lanes which was not used, and then a jump wire to the op amp, but not through the op amp, because now connected to this LED. So when I start the software, in theory it should have, yes, exactly. Now what is happening, and this is interesting to see. Now it is, oh really, full powered. So apparently this works both ways. So what happens if I take away this connection? Alright, this doesn't blink anymore, and this is no longer being influenced. So the power works both ways. Very interesting. So now I only control this by power. Oh, come on. Right. Pot meter should stay where it is. And the stream is still not doing its job. Well, VLC isn't. And this is very annoying. So let me connect this wire once again to, and there you go. Now it is pulse width modulation, but also the other way around. And what you also see is that the blinking, although it is visible on camera that they don't blink equally, they do with the naked eye. And for some very odd reason, Network Stream doesn't want to do it. It works for a little bit and then it stalls. Why is this? Come on. And even this, why does it relocate? Doesn't make sense. Come on. Alright, I'll do it different. I'll stop the entire stream, restart the stream, wait for it. Alright, start the stream. Yes. When I set up this at the beginning of the video, everything just worked just like that. So what's the difference? I honestly can't say. I have no clue. Anyway, going back here. So this is quite an interesting experiment. they control each other both ways. What can I do more to check things out? Oh, by the way, where has this gone? Yes. Because I took out the pulse modulation, or because I took out the power. Taking this one out. Possible as well. I think that's it. I think I took out the power, and that's what took out this LED. I do think so. Alright. Anyway, that's a clear. Oops. Well, for some reason, streaming has returned, as you can see. So everything is back. Well, not everything. This LED is out because probably I removed the jump wire. But still, it's controlled, which I didn't expect. I wanted to control it, this one, only by jump wire. So I can easily take potmeter out of it and connect it directly. But what's the fun of that? I don't know. So let's connect this again. Yes. And let's move this a little bit closer. Then you can see this whole LED. And now you can see the delay of this stream, which I think is quite huge. Oh boy, this is a huge delay. Yes, definitely. Okay, such delay is no fun, and makes me wonder if this is actually a stream. Well, it does show something, but this isn't doing anything. So let me refresh. I have my doubts on the connection anyway. Alright, that's for another time. For an entirely other time. So what did I do? Commented out the hardware, supposedly hardware pulse width modulation. I checked the timing on this LED, and it turned out that 5 milliseconds is too fast for the naked eye. When it is slower, this looks like slower than it actually is. And when I connect the pulse modulation to this LED through the op amp, I can control both by the pot meter. Had no clue that would happen. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't done so to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And please see my website for more information and for the way how you can donate to my blog. Financially donation, a small one, is welcome. Oh, look at this. I didn't watch this, but it looks like it is finally buffering again. Finally working again. Why? I don't know. And this is obviously going to be continued. Bye bye.